While COAG will be focusing on a range of issues, my main issue will be the issue of dealing with the decision by Holden to withdraw from Victoria and Australia. I'll be fighting hard for an assistance package, particularly for the affected workers and their families, in terms of consolidating and certifying their skills, in skills retraining, and a transformational package, a substantial transformational package for Victoria to grow the new job opportunities for those workers and their children and grandchildren.
Premier, $80 million to keep Holden in Australia, just $80 million more, that's pretty stingy, isn't it?
I think this decision was coming for many, many months and years. We've seen previous decisions by other vehicle manufacturers as far back as Nissan, Leyland, Mitsubishi, Ford. These are decisions made on a global scale by those companies. I think that if people believe that these decisions were made suddenly over the last 24, 48 hours and this week, I think they are kidding themselves.
But the evidence is that $80 million, in addition to the assistance that was already on the table, would have kept Holden in Australia. Are you disappointed the federal government did not stump up the money? Did you consider stumping it up yourself?
Well, we were not approached for any additional assistance by General Motors. I was part of a government that in March 2012, under the leadership of Julia Gillard as federal Labor leader, that contributed money to our $275 million fund for General Motors. And at the time, Julia Gillard as Prime Minister, a Labor Prime Minister, said this would secure General Motors manufacturing in Australia for the next decade. That was a package put together between the federal Labor government, the Labor government in South Australia and the Victorian Coalition government. So in 2012 we had a package on the table that General Motors agreed to, that the Prime Minister said would secure General Motors for 10 years. So I'm very sceptical about any information about what may or may not have happened in the last week.